Antifa, fringe left has now become very much a part of what the Republicans are doing to hang around the Democrats. I mean, they're getting to the point to where Democrat equals Antifa. That's their goal. And so the story that came out this week, Tucker Carlson is in his home with his family. Now, understand, I used to be opposite Tucker Carlson and many times on television, where I'm on the left, he's on the right. He, like it or not, he is a brilliant man. He honestly is. I think the times that I was on Fox, if I were to say, well, who is it that I really respected on the other side of the table, it would have been Tucker Carlson.
Well, even back in the MSNBC days, he had a show there and was actually fair at the time.
He was. And then, of course, he's shifted because that's, you get paid to shift. Yeah. Both sides do. I watched Rachel Maddow, who I used to work with. I used to do a radio show with her in the Air America days. And I would listen to such great analysis from her because she's truly a brilliant woman. But, money gets in the way. Here's $8 million, $10 million. Would you take the party line? So now that's where Tucker has shifted back to. He starts off to the right, moves MSNBC. I really think he moved to the middle, then he moves to the right back when he's back with Fox. But nevertheless, there's no way to talk about Tucker and not say the guy he has a very sharp analytical mind. Antifa shows up at his house. His family is there. His children, his wife, they're outside screaming. They even approach his front door yelling, "We know where you live." What's your take on this? I mean, at what point I don't know that it's driven by Democratic leadership, but this is being hung around their neck. I mean, I know you disagree with me somewhat on that, but I think that's where it's edging.
Well, yes, Republicans are attempting to hang it around their necks. And listen, I don't agree with this at all. I don't agree with them doing that. There comes a time when you do cross a line, obviously. With the people who walk up to like a Scott Pruitt or a Mitch McConnell sitting in a restaurant, they say, "Hey, you want to destroy my environment. Could you tell me why? Or you're trying to cut my grandmother's Social Security and her Medicare payments. Would you mind telling us why?"
Yeah.
100% okay with that.
That's right.
But when you come to somebody's home, and it doesn't matter, Tucker Carlson has become a horrible racist person. You can see it when he talks about his afraid of the cultural shift. It's obvious. You don't go to his home and you don't bring a gang of people with you, a mob of people with you, and threaten saying, "We know where you live." That has crossed a line.
Fair, and more importantly, does it move the ball? Does it move the ball for the progressive movement?
Absolutely not. Okay. Absolutely not. It absolutely hurts everything that progressives are working for, everything the Democratic Party would like to do, and it just gives more fodder to the people out there who are saying that the Democrats are an angry, violent mob.
I expect this sometimes from the fringe right. I mean, I was raised in the South. I was raised, all over Central Florida, where the fringe right is, they flourish. It almost brings you to the same kind of intimidation that African Americans had to suffer through. There's no way to say this is okay, and unless somebody gets that under control, I think it's going to continue hurting the Democrats, because for some reason I see that label moving closer and closer.